There is a curious paradox in the Western winter kitchen. Snow falls outside the window. The fireplace crackles softly. On the table sit gingerbread, mulled wine, and oranges studded with cloves. Together, they create a scent we instinctively label as Christmas. Yet clove, the product of Syzygium aromaticum, grows in the humid tropical climate of Indonesia. It has never known frost or endured winter. So why did a tropical flower bud become the olfactory symbol of the cold season? The answer lies beyond cuisine. It lives at the intersection of biological design, pre-electric preservation technology, and the way our brains build collective memory from molecules. Clove is essentially an unopened flower bud. It is harvested just before blooming, the moment when essential oil concentration peaks. After drying, water evaporates, cells contract, and lignin within the cell walls hardens like wood. The result is a small, rigid object shaped like a tiny nail. This shape is not an aesthetic accident. The flower stem forms the shaft, while the shriveled calyx becomes a rounded head. This structure makes cloves resistant to crumbling, easy to pack, and durable during long-distance trade in the pre-modern world. More importantly, they can be physically inserted into food. The clove-studded orange, known as a pomander, is more than decoration. When pressed into citrus peel, each bud slowly releases essential oil. Every clove functions as a miniature reservoir of eugenol, a volatile phenolic compound. What we are seeing is an optimized design, a biological capsule with mechanical protection and a slow-diffusing chemical core. Nature invented scent diffusion long before humans designed aerosol sprays. Before the 19th century, food preservation was a constant battle against microorganisms. Meat spoiled easily. Fruit molded quickly. Harsh winters made fresh supplies scarce. In that context, cloves were not just flavor, they were functionality. Clove oil contains eugenol, a molecule built around an aromatic benzene ring and an active hydroxyl group. This hydroxyl group allows eugenol to interact with bacterial cell membranes. When it inserts itself into phospholipid layers, it disrupts membrane structure, causing cells to lose ionic balance. In simple terms, eugenol makes bacteria leak from the inside. This gives cloves natural antibacterial and antifungal properties. Added to food or embedded in fruit, they slow microbial growth, not eliminating decay entirely, but extending shelf life. The Christmas scent we cherish is actually the legacy of a survival strategy. It is a memory from an era when humans relied on plant chemistry to resist spoilage. We think we are smelling warmth, but in truth, we are smelling an anti-decay technology from before electricity. Clove also held an important place in early medicine. In traditional dentistry, clove oil was used to relieve toothache. The reason lies in eugenol's anesthetic effect. Nerve cells transmit pain signals through sodium ion channels. When these channels open, Na- ions rush in, generating electrical impulses sent to the brain. Eugenol can bind to the proteins forming these channels, altering their configuration and reducing ion flow. The result is weakened pain signaling. One molecule, both antimicrobial and numbing. So why do we associate clove with family gatherings rather than dental clinics? The answer lies in the olfactory nervous system. Smell connects directly to the limbic system, the brain's center for emotion and memory. When a scent repeatedly appears in positive contexts, candles, celebrations, shared meals, it becomes encoded as warmth. Across generations, eugenol shifted from antiseptic tool to cultural symbol. The brain does not evaluate a molecule by its chemical function. It evaluates it through repeated experience. Context reshaped meaning. In Indonesia, clove carries a completely different cultural association. It is linked to Kretek clove cigarettes. When burned, essential oils vaporize, producing a distinctive crackling sound caused by the rapid evaporation of volatile compounds within the dried buds. Here, clove becomes a multi-sensory experience: aroma, mild spice, and sound. It represents the industrial standardization of a biological compound. What is fascinating is that the same eugenol molecule, capable of numbing nerves and suppressing microbes, can become part of mass consumer culture. This shows how humans continually reinterpret physical substances through cultural needs. Clove itself never changed chemically. Only our context changed. At its core, clove is a tropical flower bud containing an advanced chemical defense system, evolved to protect reproductive organs from insects and microorganisms. Yet thanks to its mechanically efficient shape and powerful chemical core, humans transformed it into a preservative, a pain reliever, and an icon of seasonal cuisine. The Christmas scent is not a gift from winter. It is the result of cultural repetition, global trade, and neural memory encoded across generations. When you smell cloves in gingerbread or mulled wine, you are not just experiencing a spice, you are encountering a natural standard, a biological nail humanity borrowed to build a sense of warmth in the coldest season. And perhaps that reveals a deeper truth. The smallest molecules often become the foundation of the largest cultural symbols.